What's up, Sears Army? Welcome back and happy holidays. As you are watching this, or I guess the day that this video is going up, I am currently in Disneyland at the time you're seeing this. So yeah, I'm pre-filming this. I'm going to schedule it to go up. But yeah, this week we are in Disneyland. We're here. I'm saying it like I'm there now. I can't wait. For me, it's next week. I'm filming this literally a week before we leave. But at the time you're watching this, like I said, we're going to be in Disneyland. It's going to be a big family trip. We are going to celebrate my niece Addie, who had leukemia, but keyword had. She no longer has it. She is officially cancer-free, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation is doing a family Disneyland trip, so this is going to end up being a huge family get-together with everybody coming to support Addie, and we're going to try to get a big group photo in front of the castle. Don't know if that's going to happen. We're going to try our best, but anyway, so yeah, that is why we're doing Disneyland in December. I've never gone for Christmas time. I mean, I think I've been there during Christmas time because they start like right after Halloween. So I've been at the beginning of November, but I've never been during December, like during actual Christmas time. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be really interesting. But yeah, I didn't want there to be a break in my videos. So I'm pre-filming a lot of this and I'm just going to schedule it to go up. So anyway, yeah, the doll that I'm filming today, that I'm unboxing and reviewing, I'm doing it a little differently than I have in the past. In the past, I've opened this doll on Christmas Day on my channel, and I've done this whole bit where I like wrap it up and I'm saying, you know, open my Christmas present with me, you know, that kind of thing. And I've made a tradition for this series ever since it started in, was it 2020 or 2019? Whenever it started. And yeah, I decided that this year I'm not going to do that because I want this to go up while I'm in Disneyland because it is Disney themed. Of course, I am talking about the Disney Store holiday doll this year, which is Snow White. So yeah, so far I've got them all back here. So hold on, who we got? We've got, it was in order. It was Ariel, then Rapunzel, then Tiana, Belle, and Tinkerbell. I think that's the order. I might have gotten one or two of them in the wrong spot. But anyway, to this year, we've now got Snow White. So I'm really excited. I love this line. I was not collecting holiday Barbies until just recently. But before that, when this came out, I started getting into this line. I'm like, yes, I definitely want the holiday or winter. I mean, they're the Happy Holidays doll, but it's just a very winter-themed doll for the Disney princesses. And I'm like, sign me up. I definitely want these. So this year we got Snow White, and I'm really excited for that. Now, at the time of me filming this doll is still available on the Shop Disney website, or is it Shop Disney or just Disney Store? I don't know. They keep changing it, so I don't even know what it's called anymore. They changed it back to just Disney Store. So this is Disney Store Online or the DisneyStore.com. But yeah, this doll is available. She is on sale, and I think it says limited time offer, so I don't think it's a permanent sale. Normally she is $64.99, but she is currently marked down to $48.74. Now, my memory is not that great, so I would have to go back and look at the other dolls, but I believe that the $64.99 is a higher price than what we have paid in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the past these dolls were like $50 or $55 each. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch my videos because I've unboxed all of those on my channel by this point. So I'll have to go back and look and see what the price point was for them at that time. But anyway, yeah, she's still available on the Shop Disney or the... I keep saying Shop Disney. The Disney Store website, but she's also available on Amazon. So if she is still available at the time that I post this video, I will get a link to the Amazon listing and put it in the description of this video. So if you want to get her for yourself, you can. Obviously, no pressure, but the link, if you do use it, it is an affiliate link. So I do get a little bit of a commission. It's not really that big of a commission, so it's not that big of a deal. But just letting you know, it's there for easy access if you want to buy this doll for yourself. Anyway, this doll has the same style box that we've seen in the past as far as like the other characters in the line, except this time it is dark blue. I think that was Ariel's box blue as well. I think Ariel's might have been blue. I don't remember, but yeah, so the only difference is now we've got like these little different kind of motifs here with the snowflakes and stuff. You also have apples and like little flowers, maybe apple blossoms, and like little birds. It's really hard to see, but you can kind of see it there because the glare on there is so bad. On the back of the box, you've got this little blurb with all this text here, and I'll just go ahead and read it really quick since I've been doing that for all the other holiday dolls so far. But yeah, it says, "'Tis the season for tidings of good cheer and warm wishes. Capture the wonder of the holidays in style with this special edition doll series featuring beloved Disney characters celebrating the magic of the season. Designed by Disney artists, this annual holiday keepsake is sure to be treasured by collectors and fans alike in celebration of the most magical time of year." And I believe that this little blurb that I just read to you is the same on, I think it's been the same on each of them so far. I could be wrong, but I don't think they've updated it. It sounds very familiar. And then they do have it in 2 more languages. They have it in French and Spanish as well. They do have a little barcode here, but since I bought it online, this one came from the Disney store. So it has the barcode, but there is no price tag. Now, I got this doll, and for the most part, the quality control for Disney dolls, for me personally, is usually really good. But this doll, she came in, and although she does look pretty, her head is a little squished. Hold on, can you zoom in? There we go. So I don't know if you can see, her head looks squished to me. Is it just me? Like now on camera, it doesn't look, it does look kind of squished, right? Like the left side, this side is squished in a little, like, right? Like, am I crazy? Am I losing my mind? It's really hard to tell. There we go. You can kind of see. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. She looks good. Like, she's pretty, but her head looks a little squished. So I was not sure if I wanted to keep her and try and fix that because it really looks like it's dented. But I feel like maybe with the boil wash or like maybe even just a hairdryer, heating up the plastic might allow it to soften and go back to its original shape. So I was thinking I could probably do that, but I did order a second one just in case. So I've got this one here, and this one I ordered from Amazon. So it has a different barcode here on the back. Everything else is basically the same. And this one looks okay, but like, it's almost like, you know how sometimes Barbies have variants where one of them is made in China, but another one's made in Taiwan or whatever? Like, you know, they have different manufacturing countries. Their faces almost look like that. Like they're both pretty, but this one, the one that with the squished head, her eyes look bigger. And I don't know if it's because of her head is squished or because they're actually bigger. Whereas this one, her eyes look a little smaller. Not that it really matters. The one with the squished head has nicer hair. This one, her dress is a little messy. So like, I'm getting really nitpicky here, but like when you're looking at this, like the dress and like the ribbons and stuff like that look a little messy. I don't know. Like I said, I am getting nitpicky, but it's a collector doll kind of. So I don't know. I think in the end, I decided that I like the one with the squished head. Her screening looks better to me and her hair looks better to me. So this is the doll that I think I'm going to unbox today and keep. I don't know, I might return this one. I will either return it, or if I keep it, I'll customize her or redress her in something else. I don't know yet. I'll decide what I want to do with her later on. But this is the one that I decided I want to keep just because her head, like, she looks prettier to me. And I'm just going to use the hairdryer and try and, like, make her head go back to the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and, after all that, I'm going to go ahead and get her out of the box really quick. So I'll unbox her off camera. And when we come back, we'll be able to see her a lot better without the glare. It's just so hard for me to show you things when there's, like, plastic that reflects the light from my lights and computer screens here. So yeah, let me get her out of the box and I'll be right back. Okay, so she is out of the box, and I love her just as much as I like the other dolls from this line. Her head definitely is squished. Let me show you this really quick just so you can see what I'm talking about. Looking up close, so her head is just a little bit squished, but basically, it's like a lot of it squished. Like if you... right here, it just looks like maybe they got a little aggressive when doing the rooting. The hair is very thickly rooted right here, but also the head feels really soft. So I think think that the issue is that the particular doll that I got, the head is probably either has a weak spot, like it's either like the vinyl is thin on that side, or maybe just its normal squishiness and it really just is pushed in on that side. I will be trying the hair dryer trick to see if I can fix that, but it's not the end of the world. It's fine. Because like if I style the hair the right way, it kind of just hides it and you don't even really notice it. And it does kind of make her face look really cute. And I realized that, yeah, I think it really is the fact that her head is squished is making her face look the way that it is compared to the other one that I got. But it's fine. I already opened this one, so I'm not going to open the second one. It's fine. Anyway, I feel like the centerpiece of this doll is the dress anyways. So yeah, by the way, she did not come with a stand. I do have her on a stand, but it is a Kaiser stand that I got from Amazon. If you're interested in getting one of these, literally if you go to Amazon and just search Kaiser stand or Kaiser doll stand, and it's Kaiser, K-A-I-S-E-R. And it's just one of these. Like, they're metal, they're two separate pieces, so they, you know, you get a set of these and a set of these, and you're able to put them together. Because they're metal, you can bend them. I like that because I can bend them a little forward. I am currently in the process of switching over all of my dolls from the stands that they came with to these stands, with a few exceptions, because stuff like Ever After High and Monster High, I like the stands they came with, but a lot of Barbies and Disney Store dolls, the stands are all different, and I want uniformity. I want them all to be the same height, and plus these are so thin that when you're putting the dolls next to each other, if these are next to each other, they can like be one on top of the other and it's not a problem. But when you're displaying them and you've got, you know, dolls with thicker doll stands, or they're all different and stuff like that, or different shapes, sometimes it's hard to like display them next to each other. So yeah, anyway, that's why I have the Kaiser doll stand and I like it. Also, I'm not doing it around her, you can do it around her waist, but I'm doing it around her legs, or, you know, the waist under her skirt, just so that way I can put her here and you don't see the stand. Only bad thing is that the base is kind of slippery, so the doll doesn't really, their shoes don't really have anything to grip on, but it's fine. Yeah, this is the stand that I use for all of my Disney holiday series dolls because none of them had a stand. So anyway, so here is Snow White. She is just so pretty. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. But yeah, now you can like really see that her face is squished. It's fine. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. I still think she's pretty, so I'm fine. The screening, like the paint is not wonky or anything, so that's good. Her hair is also nice. I usually prefer dolls with longer hair. This one has shorter hair, and it is polypropylene, which is basically what the Disney Store uses on all of their Disney dolls, except for Ariel and a few of the collector dolls. Like some of the recent collector dolls have nylon, which is nice. But yeah, her hair is polypropylene, so it's nothing to write home about, but it is styled nicely. You know, it's got a nice curl to it, and surprisingly, there's not really any box hair. Like, it actually looks nice. She does have a hair accessory. She's got like this ribbon with an actual bow in it. That's really pretty, and I love when they do the bow off center. I think it looks really cute. Every time I get a Snow White doll, I always want to reroot them because like I want to give her longer hair, but I know she like, obviously in her movie she had short hair, so it's fine. But like I always want to reroot them because I always give her such bad hair. I don't know. It is what it is. The outfit is really high quality though, so I cannot complain. It is all one piece, so there is that. If you were hoping to mix and match, then unfortunately that's not gonna be a reality. Wait, is it all one piece? No, it's not. Okay, I just made a liar out of myself. So the top is one piece, including the cape, but the skirt is separate. And is the petticoat also separate, or is that attached? No, that's separate as well. Okay, cool. Well, you've got this top. It's like a velvet material, which is really nice. The sleeves, these puff sleeves are satin with red ribbons over them to kind of create that look from the movie. It does have this like gold ribbon for the details around the top of the neckline and down the front, as well as the hemline around the waist. They added these bows to the sleeve, these like little gold ribbon bows. It was an interesting choice, and the way that they're attached, they just kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of weird the way that they attached them, because you can't really tell that it's a bow, but it's fine. It is what it is. The one in the box over here, they look crazy. They look wild. Like they're going in all sorts of different directions. So that's part of the reason why I decided to unbox this one. But anyway, the cape, like I said, is connected, unfortunately. It would have been nice if it was a separate piece, but it does lay nicer because it's attached. You've got this collar, so just like Snow White has, you know, you got this collar back here that goes up, but it is fur trimmed in this extremely soft, really nice plush faux fur, whatever you want to call this. It's really, really nice. It Velcros in the back right here, so that way you can, you know, if you wanted to redress the doll. But yeah, the collar is attached. It's got this red satin that goes down to the cape that on this is like 3 different pieces of material, or 3 different types of material, I should say. Because when you look at the cape, that, you know, you got, this is like a red burgundy satin, but then down here, the cape is like a burgundy velvet, and then it is lined, and the lining is also like a satin, but it's a brighter red. So I don't think it matches. Yeah, it's a different than what's on the collar. Now moving down to the skirt is a separate piece. Like I said, it does Velcro in the back. So this, you can unvelcro the top, and then you'll see underneath it has its own little Velcro piece right here. And then it is also made of a velvet. And I'm sorry, I said this was velvet. This is not velvet right here. The skirt is. I was feeling this, and I meant to say satin earlier, but I said velvet because I was thinking of the skirt. But yeah, no, this is like a blue satin, navy blue satin. And then the skirt is a velvet, like a really nice dark blue, navy blue, whatever velvet. And it's got this like applique, this like gold applique with red, metallic red details. So you can see it kind of looks like a Christmas tree. And then it's got like apples on it and little flowers, I guess. But yeah, it's like this beautiful applique. And there's even some more on the sides here. I'm just now realizing some of the way that they cut costs. Yeah, because I'm looking at the other dolls. I mean, here's the thing. There's other things that they did. So maybe it's the same. They just reallocated the pricing, or, you know, the cost. But looking at these other dolls, each of them have the little gemstones, the little plastic gemstones attached. They're like bedazzled or whatever. Snow White doesn't have that. She doesn't have any of those little gemstones glued to her dress anywhere. I'm just now realizing that. Interesting. That's actually kind of sad that she doesn't have that. I might have to get some of my own though, like get some little red ones and glue them on myself. And I don't think it's a thing with the, you know, like the one that I got is supposed to have it, but doesn't. No, this one doesn't have it either. It's kind of hard to tell because the words are right in the front there, in front of it. But yeah, I guess that was one of the cost-cutting measures that they took for this. I mean, the price did go up, but yeah, there's that. She did come with an accessory, though. I don't think the other dolls really came with an accessory. Well, Belle did. She has a muff and for her hands. And Tiana is probably the most detailed one of all of them. Maybe Tinkerbell is. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Snow White does at least come with a little accessory here. It is a really nice quality picnic basket. I believe this is from the scene in the movie where, like, the huntsman is taking her out to go pick flowers or whatever, and he's supposed to, like, kill her and bring back her heart. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that movie from 1939 or whatever. But yeah, so it's actually a really nice, it's kind of heavy, really nice quality basket. It looks like it's painted. And if it's not painted, they just did a really good job at picking, like, the plastic it's molded from, because it looks like there's dimension, like it's painted darker in between, like where the weaving of, like, the basket fibers or whatever they're called. I don't know what it's called, but the details, like, it doesn't just look like one flat color. And then on the inside is this little thing. It's like a little red fabric that has a elastic around to make it, like, create this cap, you know? And then on the inside is just like a little piece of mesh fabric. So, oops, I dropped it. But anyway, that's cute. It's just to fill out the little basket. So she's got a nice little accessory there. That's cute. I like that. Anyway, moving down, it looks like there's 2 layers, like the velvet layer and the satin layer. This is all 1 layer, and this is just a satin trim that they've added to the end, which is fine. I know that like it'd be nice if it was 2 layers. Obviously, that would always be nicer, but sometimes that can also look bulky. I don't know. But yeah, it's just got the little satin trim, but the satin does continue all the way up, though. It is lined, so technically it is 2 layers, but it's just connected, so it's not... like the velvet isn't just a loose layer separate, so it's at least going to stay laid nicely, but it is lined. I appreciate that it's lined. Under the skirt, there is a petticoat. So she did come with a petticoat, which is nice, and it is a separate piece from the skirt with an elastic waistband. So you can kind of see, there you go. Yeah, separate piece, love that. So if you don't want it on her, you can always put it on a different doll or whatever. But I love when a doll like this has a princess dress when they have a petticoat. I think that they need a petticoat. But moving down to the shoes, I love the shoes from this line. Each of the dolls so far have had really cute shoes. I think maybe there was one of them that I was like not super impressed by, but like I didn't hate any of them. But so far they've all looked really cute, and these are no exception. They do have painted details and everything, and I love that. Here we go. So these are the shoes that Snow White is wearing. They're navy blue that matches her dress, and then they have red painted details with a red bow, which matches the bow in her hair. So I love that they brought that detail down. I think usually they put her in little yellow high heels or little yellow kitten heels or ballet flats. But this is a nice change since it is a winter doll. These are her like winter boots, you know? And that is pretty much it for the Snow White holiday doll from the Disney store. You know, there are like little things about it, like the fact that her head was a little squished and the fact that her dress doesn't have the little gemstones attached to it that are a little bit disappointing. But I have to say that overall, I'm really happy with the doll. The only thing is the price did go up, which... let's be real, we've expected between inflation, but also the things going on in the country with the word that starts with a T and ends with arifs. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it or not. I don't want to. Every time that something like controversial comes up in the media and you say that keyword, it like dings you on YouTube, or it doesn't ding you, but it like, you know, it can demonetize you or something like that. But yeah, no, basically like we kind of expected prices to go up and we're starting to see it. Although what they're doing though is this doll has been on sale pretty much since like it was at full price for like a certain amount of time. Then they had a coupon for 30% off. And then it was part of that. And then it went back up to normal price, and then it went on a sale. And now it's, you know, like it's still on a sale or whatever. So like, I don't know if it's like, they're doing that thing where they raise the price, but then lower it to make you think you're getting a better deal. Or if it's just like timing, you know, obviously, but for Christmas, there's a lot of sales going on. I don't know. But the price has gone up a little bit by like $10 or roughly, you know, whatever the price ended up being. So they are a little bit more expensive and they don't have that little gem. So that is disappointing. I'll be completely transparent and honest about my opinions with that. But that being said, the quality is still there. The quality of the materials used, you know, the details, the fact that you've got a separate top from the skirt and a separate petticoat. I love that. I love the quality of the face paint is really good. The hair looks good, even though it's polypropylene. You know, stuff like that. Overall, I like the doll a lot. So I'm not going to stop buying these because I do really like this series and I want to keep getting it as they come out each year. Plus, it's kind of fun to have something to look forward to that's an annual release. So, I don't know. I like it. Plus, I like having them for my Christmas display. And I'm happy to have Snow White because I don't have that many Snow White dolls. Partially because she has short... Ooh, I ran out of space on my memory card. Sorry, I had to clear out the memory card so I can keep recording. It means I've been talking too much. No, I mean, I need to clear out my memory card more often. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was saying I don't have a lot of Snow White dolls. And it's probably because she has short hair and I like dolls with longer hair, which is probably why I have so many Rapunzel dolls. Anyway, all right. Well, I am really happy to include Snow White in my holiday doll lineup. I've only recently started collecting holiday dolls, and it started with the Disney store holiday dolls. So, and now I've started to collect some of the holiday Barbies as well. But I'm only getting the ones that I love. With the Disney ones, I'm getting all of them as they come out because I love the Disney characters, the Disney princesses. I would love it because they did Tinkerbell last year or the year before, and I would love it if they did Alice. I really want Disney Store, if you're watching, if you're listening, please do Alice next year. I would love that. But I have a feeling they're probably going to do whatever the next princess has some kind of event, movie release, or anniversary, because I think earlier was it this year? Oh my God, this year has gone by so fast. But earlier this year, I think, is when the live action Snow White came out, the movie. So that's why they did Snow White this time. Or maybe it was last year when that came out. But either way, they decided, you know, probably because Snow White is in the public mindset, they did Snow White this year. So I'm curious to see who they're going to do next year. Who do you think it's going to be? Let me know in the comments who you think the next Disney princess or Disney character they're going to do for the holiday doll from the Disney Store next year. Also, are there any specific characters that you would like to see done up in a holiday style or a Christmas, you know, holiday style fashion? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like I said, personally, I would love to see Alice. Of course, I always want to see Alice. She's like my favorite. But yeah, I want to know who you would like to see. Anyway, okay, I gotta get going for right now, but thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me while I took a look at the new Disney Store holiday Disney Princess doll, whatever the title of this doll is. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching. Of course, don't forget to do all that YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you can. That's a new feature here on YouTube, and it really helps out my channel a lot, so I really appreciate it. Oh, I know I said it in my last video, but I'm filming all these videos in the same day anyway, so I'm just gonna say it again because it's on my mind. But if you want to see a Vlogmas style video series or like a, you know, advent calendar style series where, you know, a video every single day and it's all doll and or My Little Pony or vintage toy related, you should go check out Loud Sky Painter and Vintage Gowdy. They are both doing it this year. I'm not doing it this year because I've got the Disneyland trip, which as you're watching this, I am currently at Disneyland. But yeah, because of that, I wasn't able to do it this year. So if you want to see that style of video series, please go check out their channels. I really enjoy watching both of their channels, both the regular content, but especially the Vlogmas and Advent, like holiday season videos that they're doing. I'm really enjoying watching them myself. So please go check them out and give them some love. All right, everybody, I gotta go for real now. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Happy holidays! If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.